Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arif Febriansyah Ginting Suka, NRP 227 1001 1003. Okay, so today I'm gonna explain it to you e-commerce in Islam. So take a look at the first question. What is e-commerce? So as you know, e-commerce is electronic commerce. Is the buying and selling of a good and service or transmitting of funds or data over an electronic network. Primarily the internet. Primarily the internet. This business transaction occur either as business to business (B2B) or business to consumer (B2C) or consumer to consumer or consumer to business. So that's explain that e-commerce have B2B and B2C, that business to consumer and business to business. Okay, so take a look at the second questions, that what is Islam ruling or hukum on selling and buying. So in Islam, there is a hukum that include first must comply with Islam religious law to avoid forbidden business transaction, fraud, and coercion. Second, the creation of an agreement between two party or seller and buyer if something unwanted happened between the agreement or cancellation, which has been regulated in Islamic fiqh regarding form of choice or alternative in the sale and purchase contract to choose to continue or cancel the contract that has occurred. Three, there must be strict and precise control, sanction, and legal rules from the government, a competent institution to ensure that it is permissible to do business. Host transaction are done online for the public too. The object of sale, purchase, for the object of sale and purchase are good or their price is a sacred and healthful item, not an unclean item or an item because the substance is illegally prohibited from being traded. 5. The object of sale and purchase and the amount payment are known by both party to avoid grahar. Yeah, gahar. 6. The goods purchased must have clear criteria and specification or description such as picture, price, and size, such as the process that occur installed online because they are intangible or invisible during the purchase transaction to avoid ambiguity or gahar. 7. And the last one, the buyer is given the right himar to cancel the sale and purchase accept it willingly if the goods received are not following the order. So that's explain that there is a rule of selling and buying in Islam. Okay, so the last question is, what is drop shipping? Is it allowed in Islam? Let me explain. Dropshipping is a business model in which an online retailer sells product to customer without physically stocking inventory. Instead, the retailer purchase item from a third-party supplier who then ship the product directly to the customer. This means that the retailer doesn't have invest in inventory or manage shipping and handling, making it an attractive option for those who want to start an online store without a lot of capital or resources. As for whether the drop shipping is allowed in Islam, there are differing opinions among Islamic scholars. Some argue that it is permissible as long as the retailer is transparent with customer about the fact that the product is being shipped from a third-party supplier. Others believe that it is not allowed because it involves taking a profit without providing any value or adding any benefit to society. One argument against dropshipping is that it is not sustainable business model because it is based on taking a cut of someone else's work. without contributing any additional value in Islamic finance. It is generally considered unethical to profit from others' work without providing any value or contributing to society. Additionally, some scholars argue that dropshipping can lead to deceptive, deceptive practice, such as advertising products that are not actually in stock or misrepresenting the quality of the product. On the other hand, proponents of dropshipping argue that it is a legitimate way to start a business, that it can provide benefit to society by making easier for people to access product online. They also point out that many reputable company use dropshipping as part of their business model. In conclusion, whether dropshipping is allowed in Islam as a matter of debate among Islamic scholars, and there are differing opinions of the matter. On ultimately, it is up to individual to determine whether they believe dropshipping is a legitimate and ethical business model that align with Islam principle. So that's it from me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.